Hey guys, this is Allie and welcome to day 13 at December Daily. Today I am going to be telling a story that brings another voice into my album, which, as you guys know, is generally one of my goals, is to include voices in addition to my own. And so I got an email from my mom, I think it was a couple days ago, and it was awesome. It was just this super funny email about how my dad had found some crab that was on a super sale. And she's talking about how he's a super shopper and how they found this, he just got this really great deal. And it was just an awesome email from my mom, and it really made me think about that they are just kind of merry people, and I like that about them, and I like including their voice via an email. And so what I did is I printed out the picture that she sent, which is this giant picture of a crab. And crab is kind of a big deal in my family where my parents live on the Oregon coast. My dad often goes crabbing and actually catches his own crab. But for whatever reason, they were so excited because they found this super great deal on crab that they bought at the store. So I printed out the picture that she sent, and that's going to be a full page, a full 6x8 photo. I love it. Like, I think it's random, but I love it. And then what I want to do is I printed out the email that she had written, and I paired it with one of my 3x8 layered templates that we have available that has, the December story word art is on there already. I just adjusted the title part. The original one comes down a lot farther, and I just moved it up to be able to fit the email, which was just simply copied and pasted from the body of the email onto this template. So I'm going to cut that into 3x8. And then I had a secondary story that went along with this that happened around, within the couple days related to this as well, where I had called my parents to ask them something on the phone, or, have some kind of a conversation. And we had the conversation and it finished, and I was going about my stuff, and all of a sudden I just had this, this memory, or I recognized the fact that when I had talked to them on the phone, they had Christmas music blaring in the background. And I wrote that down immediately on a scratch piece of paper here on my desk about how, I just loved that. And I think that goes to this idea of paying attention, right? Paying attention to stories that pop up at random times. The fact that I called my parents on the phone and they had Christmas music blaring in the background is something that I love about them, partly because I love Christmas music. And part of the reason why I love Christmas music is because my parents played Christmas music all the time during the holiday season. And they also really instilled in me a merriment, I think, and a respect for traditions, and an attitude of celebrating traditions too. I mean, that I feel like was a big piece of growing up. And so I'm going to put this 3x8 page protector in here, and I wanted to write one. I just made a little word art really quick that said I love my parents, and I wrote, I especially love that when I called them the other day, there was Christmas music blasting in the background. It made me so darn happy to hear that, because it's playing as much as possible around here too. I'm super thankful for their love of the season and for all the time they put in over the years to teach and model merrymaking and Christmas spirit and the creation of fun traditions. So this is going to end up being the front of my 3x8 page. This will be the back that will go with the crab story. And I'm probably going to put probably a star just on each one of these, some little embellishment to go along with them. I need to find one of my 3x8 page protectors. 3x8 is a size that we sell in my shop. I think we may be currently out of stock on those, but if so, they will be getting them back in again. They're a staple item in the shop. They are not a size that you can find elsewhere. They are, it's half of a 6x8, right? And as you guys can tell, I like doing half size and different kinds of size pages. So this is a great addition, even if you aren't able to order them now, they like I said, will be back in stock, and you can click the notify me button on the shop page, and we'll get an email when those come back in. So I'm going to trim these out, cut them out, and then add on the embellishments, and we'll be back on here just to show you how this page ends up. Reminder today, think about other kinds of voices that you can bring into your project. Think about emails that you may have gotten from family members. Think about your parents. What's the story of your parents in the holidays? and how do the lessons that they potentially teach you, or the lessons that they didn't teach you could be as well, how did those influence how you experience the holiday season, I think is a good story to think about as you go through making your own book this year. So I'll put that together, and then I'll give you an update here in just a minute. Okay, so here's a look at how this one ended up. I took a gold star. This is from I believe this is from the main kit. Gold star, partly because I ended up adding one of the messy circles onto the photo itself. I just added it and then trimmed off along the edge there, added a staple as well. So gold star here on the front part, I added an Avery index tab. I did put the date, so for me it's the date I'm telling the story, right? That's part of what my story for today is. So date stamped on the inside. Then on the other side I have, I used the Christmas phrases stamp, which I've pretty much been using almost every day it seems like, or at least when I have the index tabs, which was the intent of this product originally too. So here's the story there. I also added one of the rubber pieces. This one says love. I liked that because there was a little bit of yellow over here on this picture, so it was kind of a good opportunity to link those two together. And then I'm gonna call that good for day 13. I love, again, just love being able to include some other voices in here, especially for me, my parents, capturing those while they're still here, while we're all still here. We never know when any of us are not going to be here anymore for one reason or another. So super thankful, and that's been a tradition for me to include some kind of email from my parents or from my mom during this time of the year. So, all right, hope you guys enjoy, and we will be back here. We'll be back here again tomorrow. I still have the Christmas tree page, and I still have the circle page that I'm planning on embarking on at some point. I have a story in mind for tomorrow, and we'll see if that plays out. But I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.